What does it do?
It's a camera.
Does it like
take
my picture?
It records your image as you're moving. It's like a moving picture thing.
And this is a career?
Yes, the wonders of modern technology.
Wow. I'm gonna prove my dad wrong at the same time. Film is a real career.
In middle school, I had a group of friends, and we would get together every weekend and just shoot random films with our little flip video camera.
Like, what really first started was I built like these little towers out of cups, and like these huge, ginormous towers. Like in school, we did this thing called cup stacking, where you'd only stack like 6 of them. I was like, well, I wonder where I could take that. And then I just bought like 300 cups, like plastic cups at Walmart. Well, my parents bought them for me, and huge little towers. And then I would film them being destroyed.
When I was 7 years old, I was grounded from playing video games or watching TV or anything. And so I, like a little snot, went up to my mom and was like, I'm bored, what am I supposed to do with myself? And then I owe the rest of my life to these next words. She said, why don't you go make a movie or with the family video camera or something? And that was it. So I got a VHS tape camera, and I started making stop motions. And so I would hit the record button really quickly, like on and off, to make a frame. And I started just making claymations on a poster board on my parents' bed, and I've been making movies ever since.
Originally, I wanted to do audio work with music mixing and stuff like that, and UCA was kind of a stepping stone. That way I could do my prerequisites here at a cheaper school and then go to the more expensive school. But I like film, so I stayed.
Filmmaking is my major.
I came to UCA for the film program.
Because it's a smaller department, so you get to know everybody.
And this just seemed to fit me the best.
It was cheap.
It's honestly the best film program in, Arkansas and possibly in the South.
I looked at some big art schools, but film isn't something that you can easily get out of debt with. And I knew that I wanted to do school because I wasn't sure directly like how I would jump into a career, or I wasn't a good enough filmmaker or confident enough to just say I'm gonna just jump right into this. So I wanted to go to school, and I was fortunate to get the Honors College Scholarship, and so school was paid for, and so I said, yeah, I'll go right to UCA. I'll go where the money is. School is going.
School's good.
School's crazy right now, man.
I'm only taking 6 hours a semester.
I took 4 film classes a semester.
So I eat when I can, I sleep when I can, which is barely.
The first couple weeks were real intense, lots of projects from every class. There's always a little more rigidity to it, just due to the nature of it being mandatory.
Practical effects and such.
You guys have papers.
You have to print it off.
Run, Schwarz,
Go print it off. All right.
What do I print? I don't print.
Can't say it hasn't been like that before, but I'm feeling it this semester.
There's nothing that's been particularly easy about film school, but Joe Dole grinds you. He makes you do it, and he doesn't accept just half-ass bullshit. He makes you do the work and tells you when your work is good, and he tells you whenever, what the fuck is this? What are you even trying to do? Which is the harsh reality of filmmaking. Not everybody's gonna be like, yeah, this is good, but no. No, people are gonna give it to you straight. And that's what he does, which I think is good, because some of us need a swift kick in the ass.
Are you blogging?
Yes. My blogs are really long. I talk a lot. So the blogs are originally supposed to be about our films and our film experience and stuff, but my films suck. So it's how do I promote my films in a way that makes them less sucky? So I was thinking I can kind of teach people hey, these were my mistakes as a film student, don't make them. So I'm kind of making my blog right now about your plot's important, but if your character's boring, I don't care. You know, you can have the best plot in the world, but if your characters aren't interesting, I don't want to watch it. If, as a filmmaker, you can't learn and grow from your own mistakes, then you're just going to be stuck. You know, you're not going to be able to adapt to the ever-changing film industry if we're going to be, you know, metaphorical and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
I feel like there's a lot of things I want to do and can do. I just don't know what those things are.
well, I mean, it's good to think about, and it's important because a lot of times I feel like the seniors, they forget that you can't just go out and get a job. You know, it takes thought, and you have to kind of have some idea of what you're gonna do.
I basically said I was thinking about going into grad school.
Finished with grad school.
Graduate school.
Make a pilot TV show?
I don't know. I don't have a 5-year plan. I'm gonna wing it. That's my life.
I've been working, I guess the biggest thing outside of school right now for me is I've been trying to teach myself how to animate, specifically 2D drawn animation. So that's my big side project right now, and it's kind of going well, but it's hard to find time to work on it.
A film that I made earlier this year, or that I filmed, that it's in editing right now, is called Love Sinks. It is about an aquaphobic guy who drops his fiancée-to-be's engagement ring at the bottom of a swimming pool and has to rescue it before his Olympic swimmer brother woos his wife-to-be away. And so it's a romantic comedy kind of thing, and it's just about commitment and love versus fear, and overcoming fears and being uncomfortable in order to have, you know, something that's so much better. Been making that for the past year and a half, and I have to present it at the end of this year because it's also my thesis for the Honors College. So we have new footage to dump today.
Random operation can be complete with some data in language can be read or written.
What? Oh, glob. That's the good one. So if that is busted.
Whoa. Snippety snap, what are you gonna do?
I backed it up in 2 places. Camera speed.
Hey,
yeah, this one works.
I feel like I'm like in the Matrix.
Inject that drive for me.
That is trippy. Her mouth going on.
Yeah, I'm still of that.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to get her like laughing.
Yeah.
You know, like, and plugging her hands over her mouth. And so in the middle of the delivery, I say, butt plug, will you marry me? She loses it.
Gonna be lazy for the day. I guess maybe I have to take the stairs then. Hello, bicycle cop. Good? What? I said, hello, bicycle cop. Scripted.
Halo bicycle sculptor. Yeah, I don't know.
I ripped your treatment apart.
I also ripped your treatment apart.
That's great.
Fuck you, Michael. Fuck you.
No, I thought it was really good.
Thank you.
Did you ever watch? I mentioned this on it.
Okay, I'm nervous, but not too nervous. It's my fellow classmates. I wish I would have practiced more. The pitch is... See, I need to work on it because I'm not sure what the pitch is.
There is one that is really strong to me, and it's about my great uncle who grew up during World War II.
I'm wanting to do a horror film called Mr. Whistler.
I'm wanting to do something relating to my experience with my older brother having bipolar disorder.
After a younger brother loses his older sibling, he has to find how he's going to manage through life and like get over that. It's over my life event when I lost my older brother.
The person who gets picked, their film, is generally the director, and then everybody else in the class is either the producer or the director of photography.
I believe in every single one of you. Thank you for your support. No problem. I support you guys, and I want to help you guys.
Rachel for president, 2016.
There's kind of 3 ways you can do a pitch video. One is kind of like the talking head. It's where the person sits and like talks to you about their film. That's boring. I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna make it fun.
Yeah.
The second way is to kind of collect clips of things that are similar to what your film is gonna be, right? I'm gonna do a little bit of that. And then the third way is to make kind of a promotional video for it, right? She's actually gonna be scary. So while I'm talking to the camera about what I'm doing, she's gonna be back there for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a ghost. Yeah. I decided to kind of shoot it in the style that I was being haunted by a ghost. The actress I got to play for my ghost was my roommate. She is classic Japanese, long hair, kind of pale. So I decided to go with her because she would look most like a ghost, and I knew she would have fun doing it. And also she was available. Hi, my name is Ronni Romero, and I am going to talk about my senior film, Hide and Seek. I am the best.
Not right now. I'm doing a video pitch for a short film that I want to make in the next semester. So if this pitch goes over well, then my film will get chosen, and I'll be able to make it. It will be something random and stupid. The visual style is going to be around Airplane or Naked Gun, kind of like that same random, it's like dry humor comedy. Kind of like you would see in Police Squad. Kind of my inspiration. That's the kind of stuff I really love to watch. What would Naked Gun do? What would Leslie Nielsen do? What would David Zucker do? Hang on. And he's gonna face a problem where he's just things happening in the background that aren't supposed to be there and stuff like that. So that's the style I'm gonna try and go for.
Why is it important for you to make this movie?
Yeah, the genre I'm going for doesn't exist anymore, and hey, whoa, I think I found a parody, I found a parallel here. Movie rental stores don't exist anymore, and the genre that I'm going for doesn't exist anymore.
Bring them both back.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be up all night, I guarantee it.
Yeah, probably. That means I'm gonna be up all night because he works in my room.
I think the point of the assignment was to make us want to make it, and you definitely accomplished that. I think that's what everybody did. Everybody especially this fucker over here, seriously.
I wanted it to be an animated film. I wanted to try that. I wanted to go for it and see what would happen. But so I didn't tell Dole that was my idea until basically the pitch video. So I using Adobe's little character animator app, which is awesome. I made a little self-portrait of myself, a little animated one, and had that talk for me. I used my voice and had it talk. Hopefully this was able to answer any questions you may have, as well as help to convince you to give my film Don't Shoot the Messenger a shot. Thanks. I included some character sketches, just preliminary stuff to show that I kind of, thought about it.
The things I've seen him do are unbelievable for still being in college.
If yours gets picked, I got you for audio stuff.
I don't want to do anything but be a voice actor.
We'll see.
I can do it. Okay, I can do it. It's okay. We'll find out.
How would you feel if it wasn't picked?
That would stink. But, there's only 8 out of how many?
20 other people, so I know that everyone has a different style.
I mean, if it didn't get picked, I wouldn't be the end of the world, obviously, but I would be a little disappointed.
Probably a little heartbroken at first, but I'd get over it. It happens.
I probably wouldn't stop until I made it, so probably over the summer I would get a crew and cameras and things together.
Everybody wants to have their films made. Everyone wants to be the director.
I just think that, honestly, I'm willing to work with anybody and get as much experience.
I would work with anybody in the class, basically. I've seen their stuff, and they're all good.
I still want mine to get picked, but I'd be okay.
other boy is kind of like the messenger for the first guy.
Not replicate.
Sharing the same
Story about
dream.
a cop who's
or
really, really bad at being
night
a cop.
vision.
Like it's
Spirits or ghosts that look like they're hiding from her, and she finally catches one that's a little. I was told that we got emails today about the DF3 films, so I'm gonna check it now. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Don't shoot the messenger got caught. Oh, congratulations, Austin! Oh my fucking god! Oh, I'm so happy.
I just based on the loud noise of somebody dying in here, I heard from out here, so.
I'm so happy.
Okay, don't shoot the messenger.
Right?
Okay. Hey, that's your film.
I know, I'm so
I know.
happy.
Fuck yes! Hell yeah!
2 comedies, 1 horror, and then 1 animation.
Oh my god!
Did you not think it was gonna get picked? Because I had a feeling it would.
I don't know. I didn't know.
I'm the DP on Rex.
So what am I? Manic producer. I'm glad I'm part of your crew.
Yeah. Let's work together. Let's make it happen.
Oh, Jack's filming that. Okay.
Sorry, Ketcher, man.
It's okay. Don't worry, my film didn't get picked either. You okay?
No, it's cool.
I had mixed emotions, actually, because I was kind of looking forward to toning down a little bit next semester, just because I've been working on 1 short film for this whole year, and that's getting really close to being done.
You seem kind of sad about it.
I don't know.
Are you?
Like, I was kind of either way, because if I didn't get picked, it would kind of be. It would be good for me to relax a little bit. I've got to get ready to go again, and make sure that this time I'm using my time well, and yeah.
So that'll be first, and then I actually need to find like crew, because like one of the caveats of letting me do this is that I find my own crew, and I'm totally fine with that, but I just need to think about that.
I was really supportive of what got chosen, and a lot of what got chosen was what I voted for. I've written the outline, and I know in my mind what I want to happen and certain words that I want to be said and all of that, but I haven't written the script because I didn't know if my film was going to get picked.
I'm really excited for the amount of like variance in each of our scripts.
There's so many first steps.
Writing the script.
Storyboarding.
I gotta write the darn thing.
Pretty much pre-production. All the pre-production is step 1, which is exciting and scary and stressful, but awesome.
I don't have locations to find or any of that bigger stuff, so I haven't had to do any, I haven't needed it yet.
So, right now you're just kind of drawing conclusions.
Yeah, it's just not And like it's not made. Right now, it's not at the point where it could be. I don't know. I definitely don't plan on taking it all on solo. Like that's a little ridiculous. But
his circumstance is a little different because it's animated, in that he doesn't require as many people on set. And I've worked with Austin before, and we work really well together. So I was excited that he asked me to help out. So.
And like today, I just want to with you, I just want to get the pool sounds. I'll go and Foley everything else myself.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like today is actually going to be my Foley day. I'm planning on doing like Foley for my own film and yours. Okay. So I'm just gonna knock it all out today.
All right. So we got to get audio. We can't do it in an indoor pool because it's gonna echo like crazy. So you got to go outside. And I'm not gonna make anybody else do that because it's, I wouldn't want anybody to suffer like that. So I'll do it. I gotta do it. It's like 40 degrees outside.
Okay, splash around for just a little bit more and like all right, subtle, like just basic movements, like you're just walking through.
Oh, it's so cold. It's not, the thing is it wasn't near as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Scene. All right, scene.
It wasn't awful, like, although I was shivering for the next 20 minutes after I got out, like just not able to get warm.
Making movies. Get that later. Yeah, pool sounds, I think that's all we need.
Oh man, thank you so much, dude.
Yeah, no, thank you for, actually doing this, because I probably would have resorted to my bathtub. So.
The final one that's blank.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get started here.
Thank you all for coming. I certainly didn't do this on my own. I had so many people help me out, so many wonderful people who were in the film, so many wonderful people who helped me shoot the film or helped me write the film or every part of it. So I'm just gonna show it to you. The movie, all the pieces fit. It works. A lot of people really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it too. And I think that was a big thing. It's like, because for a while I was like, I don't know how this thing is going to turn out. This is something you have to learn just like hundreds of times, because in the middle of something you're like, oh, it's not going to be good. It's not going to work. You just got to keep going. And I somehow kept going and ended up with a movie that I like. And somebody said this today, like comparing your current work to the stuff you started out with. And I started out making YouTube videos when I was 7, and so, it's like, oh, there's been improvement, like I guess I am getting better,
So like everyone that comes in this room is supposed to be signing this?
If you get ready for the magic, everybody. This sweet, sweet, stressful magic.
Yeah, roll it.
My name is Marissa, in case anybody was.
Great.
Okay. We can audition for as many as you want. Or none. I don't know. They told me to. Okay.
I can't keep renting out movies out to you. We're losing valuable movies.
He wants to take me on a date I'll never forget, baby.
Okay.
I just really tried to get a sense for their voice and their what they could potentially do with their voice, and if it fit well with the characters.
Sarah, hey Sarah, don't shoot. It's Randy.
Randy.
I've come to win your affection. I just read his script all day during audition, so I was the person co-reading with whoever was auditioning, and he liked the way that I was doing it, so I don't know, I might end up being cast.
He's on my list of potential actors.
I was always interested in Austin's film just because I like cartoons. I've always wanted to voice a cartoon character.
It's kind of funny. Everything that I was worried about at the beginning of this is either a non-issue now or a much bigger issue now.
We factored in like what time you would have to leave from. We would probably it probably would set us back another 2 hours, to be honest with you. And so we would be kind of going back to square one. I have tried everything I can do. And I hope there's no hard feelings. I just feel like we're going to be fucked if we try to like stay later than we are, because like we only have a certain amount of time we can be there. And like I know you would do a really great job in this role. I just I'm sorry it couldn't work out. But we have a backup who already said yes. I hate having to do that. Hey, Casey. Welcome aboard. You got. I know we had talked earlier, but it is now set in stone.
Actually, I changed my mind. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I can do it.
Okay. I figured you were kidding, because like I almost threw up for just like a split second.
Everything for this semester is basically done. We have about a month of more pre-production next semester before we start shooting. I start shooting at the end of January, so that's about 3 weeks. I haven't been working too much on the pre-production this week because it's finals week and everybody is dead.
You know, every day I'm just trying to take another breath before I drown, and so far still got a little oxygen left.
So luckily this semester I didn't really have any finals. I had just a whole bunch of projects due, which I'm totally cool with.
I guess one of the things I like about the film department is that we don't do exams as much as like projects. And so while those are more stressful than exams, they're also like more fun.
I'm almost through the worst of it, you know. Because I don't take any tests anymore. It's all scripts.
I need to start storyboarding because I want to be able to have voice recording and storyboards done by the end of break, so that all of next semester can just be animating.
Over winter break, I'm gonna be working on it basically every day.
It'll be a tough month, especially when we first come back, because we just come back and then within a month we're shooting. So that'll be pretty quick, but I think we can pull it together.
So I mean, it's going about as well as it can. Lost a good amount of sleep, and I'm kind of just ready to be done.
I'm going to exit the frame now for the documentary.
Okay.
All right, guys. Yeah, we're still
Wait, I got it! Late fees! We can collect all the late fees. People never pay. That should be enough for Connie, right?
What are we waiting for? Starlight?
That's possible. Yeah. Take one.
I'm trying to preserve history.
Fine.
Yeah, same shot, different take.
That's the thing with cameras, man. Same shit, different lens.
Same size by any means, but not like too far away.
Each take one.
One more time. Cut, it's fine. Like, this is the only time you have to get it, like, exactly like that.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, so. Good?
Yeah, good.
Alright.
What are we gonna do?
Cut! Moving on! Moving on, everybody! Good job!
That joke was amazing. I'm so glad.
We cut to here, it's like of trash like blowing through the aisle.
If we had...
No, we have a fan with trash blowing through the aisle.
Yeah? What?
Press it off. Like, throw it off.
You want one or you want a couple?
It's like the action is going on right there, and everyone is just oblivious to what is going on, like behind them or like around them.
And this is the laundry section of We Weren't movies that no one ever talks about.
Imagine this would be We Weren't movies. This would be an aisle at the movie store. We are going to be a dolly track there, starting over here. They'll be walking here, and we'll be dollying with them. We'll be right up against this, so this will be our cut edit when we get the camera real close here. We pick up here as though whenever they cross through the aisle, we just randomly pop up in this laundromat with a match shot, and it just continues on through there like nothing happened.
Oh, are we doing some rearranging? Personally, I think it's a good idea supporting actors this time.
My favorite thing about this Just looking down on him. Well, not looking at him.
My wife had to wear flats at our wedding. That was her choice, but...
You must be joking.
Do I look like I am joking?
She aborted your baby. She aborted him and used them as decorations. Which is terrible. Killed your freaking babies. And it a bitch. Seriously. Take that stuff back. Well, then maybe you should give movies a fair shake. Cut! Awesome!
Why are you looking at me like that? You know how hard it is to find a job with a film degree?
Apparently a lot of people are looking forward to this, and that's a lot of pressure.
Of course I have faith in Michael. Are you kidding me? If you see some of the YouTube videos we've done, oh God, good night. I do have faith in you, Michael. You...
These are historical artifacts. People don't want DVD vending machines. They don't even need movies on a round disc. They don't want HD video like this movie. What?
No. Film takes you to interesting places. They just never tell you that those are going to be bathrooms.
Basically, it's a story about a cop who's really, really bad at being a cop, but he loves to be a cop, and he's so bad at being a cop that he actually he's been like set to do just bicycle duty in like the park, and he's just this bicycle cop, and he's ridiculous, and he doesn't make any sense, and he is, you know, just an average Joe trying to do his job that he's terrible at, and it's hopefully gonna be funny. Comedy is what I'm going for, but yeah, hopefully it'll be cool.
We got the shot.
You can kind of get a better sense of, oh, the sun is behind this building, and you're gonna get these crazy shadows here. I can go ahead and do some shading, which will look cool, I guess. I'm still working on storyboards, trying to finish those and get the animatic put together. But it's exciting to see where I will be once animation actually starts. The voice recordings for Don't Shoot the Messenger, I feel like they went really, really well, honestly. Got it all knocked out within, I think it's like 3 hours in one afternoon. We really didn't hit any bumps in the road with the actual recording. The actors did superbly across the board. And honestly, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
So I need you to cover me as we make an all-out assault, Rambo style.
Sure. Just let me catch my breath.
Cut. All of the scenes were only just 2 characters together, dialogue-wise, and so I would have them in the sound booth there together. The first take, I would just let them do what they felt was natural, and then I'd come back in and say, you know, how'd you feel about that? And usually after the first take, I got some good feedback from them, like, I don't know, like, I wasn't necessarily feeling that one.
Did you want me to actually cut him off, or I waited a beat? I can cut him off.
Let's do another take with you actually cutting them off.
Okay.
Like, see how natural it feels, you know?
She is the most beautiful person I've ever seen. I'm in love.
Yeah,
have to ask her out on a date for me.
What?
Take her my note.
What do you mean a note?
Working on the project, knowing that by the end of the semester I'm going to have it done, but still having, 3 months or 2.5 months before it has to be done is sort of a weird feeling, because it's like, I have all this work to do and I know it's going to take me a long time, but it also doesn't feel incredibly pressing yet because we have all this time. And that's, an aspect of myself that I'm realizing I have to work on, because I've always, on smaller projects, I like to, a few days before sit down and really hammer it out and have, that strict deadline that I have to have it done by. But with this strict deadline that I have of being very far in the future, it's really weird to, force myself to sit down and be like, okay, I need to get this done by this weekend. But I don't really guess I have to, but I do, I do have to. So it's odd, and it's a big learning experience for me. But yeah, I just need to keep working, honestly. Like, we'll get there eventually, someday. I hope.
Ow.
Sarah,
Ow.
I'd like to take you on a date.
I'd like that, Anders.
I've never actually been shot before.
Who's there?
I'm just thinking for suspense, it's like, you don't want to be like, who's that? I mean, realistically, like, if I was like, kind of like, what is going on my porch? I'd kind of be like, I'd kind of creep out there, and then I wouldn't say like, who's there until like, I see somebody. And honestly, like, nobody's gonna expect that doll monster looking thing to be on their porch. Who's there? And then he turns and it's like, oh!
Okay.
What do you need?
We'll have to do... not really, man.
This storage unit. This is a real storage unit. It's a real working storage unit.
Is this your stuff?
Yeah, this.
Yeah, it's
So looking here at the blocking, what we've essentially got is just the actors, as I said before, continuously cycling from the unit to the car and just putting up boxes.
Josh, how are you going back to school, man?
I'm gonna walk over to school and say, I'm back, bitches.
I don't think you're going back.
What do you mean? I'm just kind of doing my own thing. Like,
Yeah.
focused on like getting all my stuff ready for school, because that's what I want to go back to. And then when he finally is like, you need to be stable, I think that's like maybe that can be a word that kind of triggers my memory of the hospital, because I'm sure that I probably heard that word at some point or another.
Yeah, I think
in
so.
the hospital, of like, we need to stabilize him or something like that.
Yeah.
And that'll just set me off.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll ride with that. That reminds me of the hospital.
Okay.
It's pissed me off and sent me into, don't tell me what I need and can't do, because I know what I can do and you're trying to stop me. And I can probably also associate that with like my teacher who tried to stop me.
Yeah. Pretty much, it does a lot of switching out. So it's kind of a complicated sequence because it's a dance.
Right.
It's not just a close-up on one and a close-up on the other. There's switches.
Yeah.
What do you need from Dad?
I don't think you're going back to school, Josh.
What do you mean?
I mean, you got kicked out. Look, I think you just need some time to get this under control. Control? Like taking your medicine, just getting stable.
What do you mean by stable?
Stable, you need stable. You need to get stable. You need to get stable. You need to get...
Hey, what's that? Your mind is different.
How do you know what is on my mind?
I didn't mean it like that.
Look at my eyes. Do you see them?
Yeah.
I don't need shit. Oh, sorry about the box.
let's just get the rest.
And I don't want to go into too much detail just to honor my family. But a lot of the events are at the very least based in real life things that happen.
Josh, stop! He's going to change his mind, no matter what it takes. He will have you arrested, Josh! Stop everything from me, Danny!
Besides maybe the climax of the movie, where Danny gets choked, that something like that has never happened to me. But things like locking himself in his room. I mean, this movie was filmed in the house I grew up in. But things like Josh's motivations, even phrases that he says, a lot of them are pulled from real life. It's a very personal movie for me, but I'm really excited for my family to see the completed one, because I think once the final draft got out there, I think it's something that we can be proud of.
The first thing we shot was covering my lead actress in fake blood. She was a really good sport about that. Do we need more anywhere else?
Just a big amount right here. Wow. Production value.
This looks so cool. Who? They just kicked us out. So we have to wrap now.
Yeah.
Who said we have till 7? The lady who called and just told us that we need to leave.
It's their building. We're gonna have to do what they say, but I would get her on the phone and talk to her.
Okay, I understand.
Like, I like that.
Thank you for letting us use your office. Bye. We've had a really great shoot so far. So for one thing to go wrong, it's okay. We got one scene that's been but we'll make it work. Yeah.
You'll be kind of reading this as you're walking up to your desk. You'll toss it because it's this is hokey.
Yeah.
You're going over here, but it's gonna get thrown at you.
Okay.
Would you rather kind of mime the book being thrown at you at your mark, or do you want me to yell at you so that you can be surprised?
Yeah.
Okay. Action. I'm taking a lot of my inspiration from Japanese horror. The whole motif of the film is hide and seek, because the little girl is hiding and now she wants Ashley to play. She catches this ghost and then she's cursed. Cut.
That's a cut.
I realized I'm actually pretty good at directing. Who knew? I'm very inexperienced. There's some stuff that I'm looking back at the editing now, or the assembly cut, I'm working on that, and I'm like, man, I should have done something different there. But I think in the scope of things of a DF4 film, I think I did pretty good directing. It was a good speed the first time, it just was jarring. So a good kind of slower tilt. Because as she's realizing what she's looking at, we're supposed to be realizing what she's looking at. So it's slower tilt. I really loved working with my ghost. She was so sweet the entire time, and she was so patient because she was actually in makeup for quite some time, so her movements were a little bit restricted, and she was a real trooper, and she was so sweet.
Okay, good.
So much joy in my life.
Yeah.
I wish all ghosts were sassy instead of adorable. Yeah, if they were just sassy, hey, that would be me. Do a little dance for you. Action. Luke! It's not his turn, you have to find me.
You want me to find you? Where are you?
All right, stopping.
It really went well. We only had a few minor problems, and I think in the scope of things as a DF4 films, our minor problems weren't really that big.
Sorry, never mind.
That's not this one.
You didn't just start it.
Good job, guys.
Here we go for another one.
You should give it a shot. I don't think time.
Nope,
Nope.
not that one.
It's like alarm unit.
Swing from it.
It's just like dust all over.
Shut up, Ray.
Right here.
Push it around.
I'm gonna put scene numbers on it.
After watching some of my previous films with my roommates, I realized they don't suck as much as I think they do. So, even if I have a lower opinion of this one, for me, it's not going to be as low as the opinion of the other films, but also, other people might actually like it, so...
Leaving day 3, we're on this long gravel road, about a mile long, leaving the location, saying byes, happy thoughts, happy feelings, everything's great.
I was driving down the road, and I found out that a ball tire and a patch of bad gravel don't mix well. So, the next thing I know, I'm going sideways on a one-lane road.
We're making our way down, going around this turn. Got a little straightaway. All right, cool. We're almost there.
My dad always told me when I was a kid, when you're about to, like in an area like this, when you think the car's gonna flip, turn the tires with the turn, so you don't die. I didn't listen to that mental thing going on my mind, and so I try to turn out of the ditch. Next thing I know, I'm losing, force of gravity, and I was like, this isn't good.
Then I look over, and in this ditch, like 9-foot drop off of the road ditch, is like the bottom of this car upside down. And we're like, holy shit, like Ketcher's in that car. He flipped his car.
Anyways, I'm lying upside down, and my first reaction was, thank God I put my seatbelt on. Second reaction was, these Grand Theft Auto graphics are amazing.
We all get out, we're running down there, just make sure he's okay.
Take a breather, look around, all the equipment that's laying on top of the car now.
We see the car, I'm running down there, everybody's screaming, Ketcher, you okay, blah, blah, blah. I can hear him moving around, saying something. I didn't understand what he said. But then I look and I see all of our equipment in the back seat. And then for some reason, I'm like, oh my God, there's equipment in this car.
Taylor Snap was worried about the equipment.
But Ketcher's in the fucking car.
He's like, oh my God, the equipment! Not, oh my God, we just told you. Oh wait, no. Oh my God, the DP's in the car. My friend's in the car. He might be dead. That equipment, though, I have to return that.
So, Ketcher crawls out, and I feel terrible. Because I didn't mean it. It just came out, and I don't know where it came from. But we just laugh about it now. But it was like the stupidest thing. But yeah, and we got this really cool photo of us standing on top of the car. It's really awesome. It's something to laugh about now. I think it brought us together really well.
Wise choice. Very wise choice.
I have gotten to the point where I do not wear shoes in this building anymore if I'm here after school hours. I don't wear shoes anymore. It's comfy. I just walk around in my socks.
They need to, decorate this. I mean, then again, I'm sure, people would totally steal stuff. Yesterday I spent 8 hours in here and didn't even feel like anything. She looks at the camera, so no, we're not going to use that one. I am making a cut for class for Tuesday and for everyone to see. It's going to be awesome.
And who needs a color corrector, when you have a program that'll do it for you?
We're just getting started, Michael.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You can't rush this.
You can't rush
this. Is editing.
It's kind of long. I love this part.
everything's kind of leveled out, that it all to just the basics of getting the thing under control.
I don't need shit.
Let's see.
I feel like I never see Blake. Is he still on the continent?
No, okay, so Manic.
Oh my god.
It's gonna win awards.
It's gonna win all of them. I don't care. I don't even care.
That acting is fucking outstanding.
As someone who has depression and whose mother has bipolar disorder, like, wonderful. Like, I believe it.
Oh my god, it's...
You know, so it's just like...
Which is like, the film's varied from like, 1's mean the best and then 6 is mean the best. It's
Yeah.
like,
Really?
you have to read all the, yeah, it varied.
Fuck.
Wait, what
Dang
varied? You didn't read the instructions?
It'll be
No,
okay.
what
They
is
just
the
think
first?
the best. They just think you're the
Wait,
no.
Are you being
Rex
real?
was backwards. No, I'm being real right now.
Well,
Yeah,
they
Rex was
switched
backwards.
Yeah,
I don't know. It threw me off. I looked. I was like, hold up.
You gotta read the instructions, guys. You gotta read the
Everybody.
instructions.
I mean, I just forgot a pencil today, but wow, you guys really.
That's awesome too, by the way. All of you. Yeah, like a Manic. It's really good. Big Break was awesome. Rex.
Just need some sound.
Rex needs some sound. Really good, yeah. And Mr. Whistler, I can't even. God, yes. God, yes.
Can't.
Yes.
Yeah, like a blunt.
We're gonna break through the secondary defenses, so I need you to cover me as we make an all-out assault, Rambo style.
Sure. Just let me catch my breath.
You must be joking.
Do I look like I am joking?
That movie was ridiculous. It was so funny though. Like, that was so good.
So freaking. How many times do you have to take the lithium, Jake? You get to listen to it only 3 times.
Twice a day and sleep. Oh, you've got to take the lithium twice a day and sleep. Oh, you've got to take the lithium twice a day and sleep. Oh, you've got to take the lithium twice a day.
Is it 1 time a day? Is it 2 times a day? Or is it? Can I just phone a friend? You can call me. You can call me.
Okay, I'll help you out, dude.
Are you actually calling Joe? No, I'm phoning a friend. Who's a friend? My friends. You don't know all my friends, Jack. You're only supposed to have one, Jake. That was the agreement when we went to this movie. And the friend was me!
Wait a minute, what about me?
Because I'm fragile, Neil. The adults are talking right now.
Me too.
Oh really?
Me too.
Can we try ending it like a hair sooner? Probably doesn't mean anything.
I'm so funny.
You do have this glove.
Can we start the music as I say glove? Yeah.
You do have this glove.
Yeah?
Probably doesn't.
We're picking some music for our friend's wedding.
The glove!
I think that's perfect.
Okay.
It's 20 hours without sleep. I get delusional and I just cry.
I was falling asleep as I was driving back here, but like now I'm fine.
Twice a day! It's okay, originally the line was once, and if you add up once and twice, you get thrice.
Let's break down the
Man just a little poked out That's the nurse.
Scraping. Ain't taking me love, coppers.
Like when I finish this little thing,
I don't think I'll finish the full film by the end of the semester, but I've kind of come to terms with that. I'm gonna get it done eventually, probably over the summer, because I really do care about this project. It's part of me now.
Uploaded. I feel pretty good. It's a good day. It's a good time. Time to be alive.
He's got in.
Rex didn't get in.
No, only 3 films from DF4 got in. Whistler, Manic, and Leafy's. And then Jack got 2 films in. The Love Sinks, I'm not surprised.
I haven't seen it.
Oh no. But not just like physically or like sleepy, just like emotionally I am tired from this. So it's like I don't like it.
I didn't like Love Sinks until it all came together. I didn't like Love Sinks until the color and the music were in the movie and it was all there together. So I wouldn't give up on your film. Please don't.
Okay.
I think I mean you owe it to the people who worked on it to finish it.
Yeah, and that I'm doing my best with what I've got.
Yeah.
To finish it, because I know like a lot of people worked on it, and I'm not just gonna like abandon it because that would be dumb.
Don't do it. This and plus is like the culmination, even if it's not a high point. Like I've been making movies since I was 7. So and I've never had a film play in a festival. So I had 2 films making it in a festival this year, but I've been doing it since I was 7. You know, and I had the opportunity to direct a film before DF3, DF4. I directed a DF2 film and directed a middle of DF film, and I have a DF4 film. So like, I have the tendency to compare myself to people. I'm not putting that on you, but don't knock yourself out. Just do another movie. Just make another one, because that's the next step to making that film that you want. You're gonna find that film, that vision, in something else.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have to go to my meeting right now
Okay.
because I'm gonna be late. But you are talented, and you can pull pieces from that are good for the next one.
I think directing is something that I have a skill with.
Yeah.
But this
Directing's
is the first thing that I've ever done.
Yeah.
So
no,
it's like
I
know
made a
I've
bunch
learned
of
a lot.
crappy stuff. I've got a whole YouTube channel of crappy stuff. Okay, I have to go like right now. Ronnie, good job. Good job. Seriously.
Thank
good job.
you.
Good job.
Back to work.
I'm sorry. I just never thought it would ever look so good. Even the slates back there, I love that. It's such a subtle little thing, and I hope I get to show this to David Zucker one of these days. I think
you're gonna get to, man. I think you're gonna get to.
No, it's not.
Getting more nervous by the second.
I'm so excited. It's like a...
Really, I feel very, very good about late fees. There was a period of time where I was like, it's getting to that point where I'm seeing it over and over and over and over and over and over again, and so I've been getting sick and tired of seeing it. But I mean, I think it turns out great. I think the jokes are hitting.
Well, then maybe you should give movies a fair shake.
Stop! A prostitute! Get on the ground now!
I am on the ground, you fucking walnut!
You're under arrest for the solicit, making me pay for sex!
I love Bicycle Cop. I think it's very funny. I think it turned out wonderful and way better than I expected, and I love it.
Yeah, well, this is my 5th the rest of the year. How many do you have?
47.
47.
47.
47.
I mean, I guess I'm okay with it. I'm not really happy with how it turned out, but I think that's just because that's normal, because after talking to a lot of people who've, done their editing and the audio stuff, nobody's happy with their films. I feel like I have a little bit of a talent for directing. I just have zero experience, so I don't know what I'm doing. But, as I mentioned, like, a lot of people on set said that I seem to have a talent for it. So that's something I can take away and refine and get better at. It's almost like, I don't know, kind of like in a video game when you earn experience points. They're just points, they're numbers. They don't really mean anything, but then when you level up, you're stronger. That's how I feel right now. Like, I learned a lot. It's just a bunch of ones. I don't know.
Impossible.
How come?
Because I know you.
And I know what I saw.
I need a break.
I feel pretty good about it. I'm proud of how it turned out, and I think for a film, like a film for school, I think it was pretty good. It's been a good learning experience, too.
She is the most beautiful person I've ever seen. I'm in love.
Yeah.
You have to ask her out on a date for me!
I have so many mixed feelings about this film. Honestly, I'm proud that I was able to make it this far and that I, completely plan to continue working on it until it's done. But it's sort of like a hate-love thing. It's put me through a lot of, tough stuff. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it.
Lila, go. I'm grabbing my phone.
No, please don't leave.
Go!
I like it. I think it's good, but I don't know what people seeing it for the first time are gonna think, and I've shown a few people it, and gotten some, good reactions to it, but I feel pretty good about it.
It's good. I mean, we have a good film. I'm just right now going through a grieving process almost of just how it was originally planned, and it didn't turn out that way at all, which is okay. I think what we have in the end is a good film. It works, but it could have been better.
Josh, stop! Give me the keys! Why? Danny! Just stop!
But I feel really good about the movie. I think that the best compliment that anybody has ever given me on my work is that it made them feel something. And those compliments are exclusive to Manic. So it's the first time that I've directed something where people have really empathized with a character. Like Love Sinks was really good, and people smile and laugh, but it's not quite in the same caliber. Manic, people have said, some people have said I almost cried. Some people have said that I felt for the character. Some people have crudely put it, you made me feel things, which is really funny. But yeah, I feel really good about it. It's an emotional experience, and I think that's what a film should be, so it is that. The film turned out very well, but I'm always going to see it not as the finished product, but I'm going to see it as the finished product and as what it was like to make it. And so there's some damage that happened making it. And that damage has been undone. Me and my wife are doing wonderful. She's proud of me and the film, but I won't forget that as I move forward. So, I mean, that's not necessarily a big filmmaker thing, but I think life, is precious, and film's job is to capture that life, not to impede on it. And so, integrity and people.
I think one of the biggest things I've learned is that you absolutely need help.
If you try to go it alone and just do everything yourself, you're not going to make it anywhere in the industry.
I've learned how to manage my time.
I've learned to have a good time while you're struggling it through.
Yeah, keep it simple, stupid.
Because there were things that, in your head it works. But when you put it in flesh, it doesn't really quite work out the way you thought.
We learned a lot more than we should have, to be quite honest.
Not everything is going to go your way, and that not everything is about you. And just lots of technical stuff.
So don't be surprised if, 1 week you're feeling really good about your film, and then the next week you're just like, I hate everything, because that's what happens.
UCI is one of those places that, once you're here, you can get out, but you might not.
But the door's always open.
Like, this building has, made such an impact and a difference in my life. And the people in this building. Then, my entire life. I feel like most of my growth in my 22 years has been, within the past 3, just, at this school. And I don't know why it is, but I like it a lot.
I'm going to miss kind of just getting to pal around in Stanley Russ, staying up late nights, making films,
And now I came to college, and now I'm gonna abandon the friends I made here as I did in high school. No, I'm not. I love you guys.
I am not graduating this semester. I've got another semester after this one, and then I'll finally be out of here.
And I've been going to college for 6 years, and I'm fucking tired. I'm really tired.
Look how happy we all are that it all happened.
Yay.
Yay, Schwarz.
Yay, Marissa.
Yay. I'm so tired.
I know I'll always get a free pair of shoes.
Never gets old.
The 5-year plan, I don't think a single thing on that list is something that I'm doing now.
What was my 5-year plan before?
To be honest, I don't even remember what I said.
I don't know. What's the point of having a 5-year plan? I can't even plan for tomorrow. I just wake up and see if I can survive until I go to sleep, and then I just do the same thing every day until one day I don't.
I think that's the cool thing about film is that you can just do kind of whatever you want whenever you want to do it. So even if I have a job working in advertising as a video editor or something like that, I'm still gonna have a life outside of that with film.
In the near future, I am actually headed to Atlanta in the summer, but I'll be working as a video editing intern for Cartoon Network, which is really big for me.
Yeah, me too. And everybody's just get out of Arkansas. And I'm I'm trying, but it ain't free.
I'm working on a couple of documentaries that kind of are around here, so I'm going to stay here until those are done.
Yep,
so
that's smart.
I'm keeping myself fairly open.
Yeah, I would like to make the film about my brother. It's still a meaningful thing, but I don't think I'm quite ready to actually, I don't think I have the knowledge to make it yet, the way I want to make it. And so I'm going to make a few side projects that aren't as meaningful to me, and come back to that when I have a better script and better talent to put it together.
So I want to get a little bit better just so people will forgive me when I suck. It's oh, well, her set was run okay, so it's fine. So it'll probably be a while before I make anything that I've written and done again, but I'm still gonna work on a bunch of stuff, so.
I mean, my wife and I, our plan is we're gonna go spend some time with some people who live in Thailand, working to get women out of prostitution. So we're going to be doing that, but we're also going to be bringing our cameras. I kind of have ideas about making a documentary of what goes on in Thailand, just because prostitution is kind of rampant in that culture. Because I think the main thing that's changed out of my 5-year plan was basically the entire idea behind it, is that rather than going after a career, my wife and I are looking at our lives and saying, how can we serve people? And how can we serve people and serve our God with what gifts and talents we have? My wife is a photographer, I'm a filmmaker. So in what ways can films benefit people?
I don't know, I guess I'll just keep doing film until I graduate and then see where I go from there. But that's almost a year away, so trying not to be too stressed about that yet.
Technology wasn't as advanced back in the day, you know, like they just had VHS and you have to make movies using film. That's super expensive. The only job you can get is like in the film industry. But now it's like anyone with just a laptop from Walmart can make movies, do whatever, make music, like everything's online now. So yeah, dude, film is definitely a career.
Let's break down the world. Let's break down the walls. Let's break down the walls. Let's break down the walls of time. Let's break down the walls. Let's break down the walls. Let's break down the walls. Let's break down the walls of time.
3, 2, 1.
I thought you said we only take one take.
I have done a whole lot this past year, and also not very much.
Over the summer, I worked in Atlanta with Cartoon Network, and at the end of the summer, I, instead of coming back to UCA, I studied abroad in England. But then came back this semester. This is my last semester, and I've been working on a documentary.
Yeah, I am just working at Walgreens right now. It's just, well, it was part-time, and then I started working 40 hours a week, which is not part-time. But I like it. It's a good job.
Doing school right now, and then I'm supposed to graduate in like 2 weeks.
So right now I work at Marketplace Grill, waiting tables. I do that 5 days a week. That was a job I had in college that I definitely did not want when I got it.
And there were things that I did over this last year that I never thought I would get to do. Like I was randomly pitched an idea like, hey Michael, do you want to go to Australia, Hong Kong, Singapore, South Africa, and Alaska in a span of 2.5 months? And I was like, sure. And so I did some video work for a company out in California that sent me pretty much all around the world, and I never get to do that again, I'm sure, but I would take that job up in a heartbeat again if I got to do that again.
Well, really, right now, I'm trying to find something to do this summer, like an internship or a job.
I have contacts in Austin, Texas, who basically emailed me and said, hey, we have a position opening up in this big studio out in Austin, and you'd be starting at a ground level position or whatever, but it's a really big production company, and so I'm putting together a demo reel right now.
So I started a web series, and it's about me doing car stuff, and so I have a huge passion for cars, a huge passion for film, and I used to think those never went together, and then they go together.
and I have applied to go teach English in Japan again. And so I've been waiting to hear back from that. That's what I really want, is to get into this program. And right now I'm just waiting to hear back from them. I've done quite a bit with the whole application and interview process, and so now I'm kind of in limbo.
Really, I'd like to make films and narratives and stories, but right now, because I have absolutely no money because I work retail, I would love to just have an editing job somewhere, whether it be commercial agency, a church, anywhere. Good Lord, a homeless man pays me, I don't care.
I want to use my gifts to serve people and to serve God. I have film ideas rolling around in my head too, but first and foremost, I see myself just being a part of my family.
So I'm trying to figure out my future.
If I were to say there was a low point in my life, being in this documentary was definitely below that. Think of like, you ever dive down to like the bottom of a lake? It's farther than that. It's like, if I were to go to the center of the earth, I don't think I could go that low.
Talk about it.